There are bikes that come and go quietly, and then there are legends that never really die. In 2026, Harley-Davidson does something the world never expected. It brings back one of its most sacred names, a name that once ruled highways, inspired generations, and became the heartbeat of rebellion. That name is Panhead. After decades of silence, the Panhead returns, not as a memory, but as a living, breathing symbol of what Harley-Davidson has always stood for: freedom. The legend that shaped an era back in the golden age of motorcycles, the Panhead wasn't just a machine. It was a revolution wrapped in chrome. It became the face of America's open road culture, the kind of bike that didn't ask permission to exist. Riders didn't just ride it, they lived through it. And now, Harley has done the impossible. They've reached back into history and pulled the legend into the modern world without losing its soul. This isn't nostalgia, it's resurrection. Designed by memory, built for the future. The moment you see the Panhead 2026, you feel time bend. It's as if the past has stepped forward, dressed in the craftsmanship of today. The curves, the chrome, the stance. Everything screams vintage rebellion. But beneath that timeless shell is a heart that's been reborn with purpose. Harley hasn't tried to reinvent the legend. They've refined it, made it smoother, smarter, and stronger, yet still raw, still emotional. Every inch of it feels handcrafted, like a story sculpted in steel. The sound of freedom returns. They say sound has memory, and the sound of a Harley? That's not noise, that's identity. When the Panhead 2026 starts, the world stops. That deep growl. It's not engineered for attention, it's engineered for emotion. It rumbles like thunder across the plains, each rev carrying decades of history and defiance. You don't just hear it, you feel it move through your chest. That's Harley's way of saying, we're still here. Riding into tomorrow, the first time you take the new Panhead on the road, you understand what Harley means by soul in motion. It doesn't rush, it glides. It owns the road the way a lion owns its silence, powerful, graceful, and untamed. Every turn feels poetic, every mile like a memory replayed, the kind of ride that doesn't end when the engine stops, because it stays in your blood long after. Harley has managed to capture the same old heartbeat in a new body, a perfect balance between emotion and evolution. Old soul, new mind, underneath its old-school spirit beats the heart of modern precision, but you'll never see it shouting. Technology hides beneath tradition, silently protecting, guiding, enhancing. This bike is built for those who love the past but live in the present. It remembers the roads your father rode, but it understands the ones you'll conquer next. It's a connection between generations, a conversation between chrome and code, between yesterday and tomorrow. Every inch, a work of art. The Panhead 2026 isn't painted, it's polished history. The chrome gleams with pride. The curves flow like a melody, and every detail whispers Harley's promise. We don't build machines. We build legacies, from the tank to the tail. Every inch feels personal, like it was designed not for the crowd, but for the rider who understands what freedom means. You don't buy a Panhead, you inherit it. Comfort that feels like home. There's a strange comfort in power when it comes from Harley. The Panhead doesn't demand you to ride it. It invites you. The seat hugs you like an old friend. The handlebars sit just where your soul wants them to be. It's not about performance, it's about presence. Every ride feels like a conversation between man, machine, and the open sky. And when you roll that throttle, you realize it's not just a bike, it's a heartbeat on two wheels. Born to be remembered, when Harley decided to bring back the Panhead, they didn't chase trends. They chased truth. This isn't a retro gimmick, it's a salute. A tribute to every rider who believed that roads are sacred, and that chrome and courage belong together. The Panhead 2026 isn't trying to be cool, it simply is, because authenticity never goes out of style. From Harley's heart at its unveiling, Harley's voice trembled with pride. The Panhead isn't a product. It's a promise that will never let the soul of Harley fade into silence. And as the lights dimmed and the engine came to life, every rider in the room knew something historic just happened. The spirit that once built highways, the spirit that fueled rebellion, is alive again. The ride lives forever as the sun sets over a long stretch of open road. You can almost see the reflection of the old Panhead gliding beside the new one. Two eras, one heart. The 2026 Panhead doesn't just take you places. It takes you back. Back to when motorcycles were pure, when rides were raw, and when every mile was a story written in wind and chrome. And as that sound fades into the horizon, you realize Harley hasn't just launched a motorcycle. It's reignited a feeling the world thought was gone. The Panhead is back, the legend lives, and freedom still has a sound. Subscribe to Bike News, where legends never die, they just come back louder.